So I hope you guys are ready. We're going to use these things that we wrote down in our meditation. So I'm going to ask you to do is to take a few minutes and really look at your list. Okay? Memorize your list. Memorize those things because you're going to need them in this meditation. So memorize what you're going to turn off, what you're going to turn on, what you're going to increase and decrease. You don't need to know how to do it all yet. We'll do that in the meditation. Just for now, memorize these things that you want to change, and then we'll use them. So you're please, you're welcome to close your eyes. You can keep watching me if you like. I'm just going to be talking right to the camera. Or, gosh, sometimes I close my eyes too so I can focus on what I'm seeing. I don't have anything pre-written or rehearsed or anything. So I just share what I see and then just invite you to go on this trip with me. Okay, so here we go. And like I said, I may close my eyes, I may not. I think it's better for you to close your eyes because if you watch me, you might be getting a little distracted, and I don't know, like whatever. I can't watch people when I meditate. So I invite you to close your eyes. So make sure that your feet, if you're sitting up, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Your back is straight. Close your eyes. Just start to feel your body relax. You could also lay on the floor if you like. You can lay down, you can sit cross-legged, whatever is comfortable to you. Just make sure that at least your feet are on the ground. Or if you're laying down, you've got your back touching the ground. Make sure that some part of your body is in contact with the ground. It's very important when you meditate to help you stay grounded. So let's go ahead and start with our breath. Okay, so we're going to breathe in to the count of 3 and out to the count of 3. Okay, so breathe in, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Breathe in, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Continue breathing slowly in and out. Again, breathe in and out. Continue breathing slowly. And as you exhale, just feel all the stress of the day leaving your body on that exhale. So breathe in and exhale stress out. Breathe in, exhale out. Again, breathe in, exhale out. Continue breathing slowly as you feel your body relax more and more. Feel your feet get heavy. Shift your attention to your hips, and they feel heavy, like they're grounded into the earth, solid. Now, as you move your attention up into your stomach, your abdomen area, again, breathe deeply in. And when you breathe out, just let all of that stress go. Many of us keep stress in our chest. So breathe in deep, 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 and fill up your lungs full of air. And then slowly release it all. Let all that stress just leave you. Go ahead and make any adjustments that you need to make in your chair, anything that doesn't feel right or comfortable. Go ahead and just wiggle a little bit. Let all that energy just go. Whew, let it go. Just feel any stress you have in your shoulders and your neck, down your arms. Just let all of that just drain and release. Next, just move up to your head. Make sure your eyes are relaxed. Your neck is nice and relaxed, and your jaw isn't tight. Your jaw is nice and relaxed also. Remember, this is your time. There is nothing else more important than you doing this right now. Just continue breathing slowly in and out. Remember, on that exhale, everything leaves you. Everything you don't need is gone. Now I want you to move your focus right to your belly button and follow it into the center of your body. You find that special place behind your belly button, right in the center of your body. Imagine there's a little circle there, and that little circle starts to sink. Starts to sink further and further down your body. It starts to sink down into your chair, down into the floor. And as that little circle goes through the floor, you find yourself following it. And you follow it further and further down. And you feel yourself start to drop slowly, safely, slowly sinking down. As your spirit starts to move out of your body, down through the ground, through the gentle earth, you feel cooler, soft, and safe. You know you're still attached to your body. You know that nothing's going to happen. You're completely safe where you're going. And you continue just sinking through the earth. You can smell the ground around you. You can see the roots of the trees. You go deeper and deeper down. You start noticing that it's getting a little lighter the further down you go. You just keep sinking down layers and layers, and there's this orange light just ahead of you. You can see it. You're getting closer, and it's getting brighter as you sink further and further and further down into the center of the earth. And as you continue sinking and sinking, you feel your feet land upon soft earth. And as your feet touch down, then you can stand up and look around. You notice it's quite large around you. A big room that looks like it's been carved out of the earth and out of the stone in the center of the earth, with a beautiful orange glow of light around you. Notice if it smells like anything. Is this light coming from a fire? You start walking toward the light, and you see a group of people in a circle around a fire. It's nice and warm here. And you turn and look at each person's face around this fire. You can see the soft glow from the fire lighting up their face. And you know that these are your guides, and they're here to help you in your journey. So notice what they look like. Count how many there are sitting around this fire. Notice how they're dressed. Do they all look the same? Do they look different? Do they look like they come from different times in history? Are they different nationalities? Just take a moment and look at each one, and as you look at them, they lift their face up to you and look at you in the eyes so you can get a really good look at them. Go through and thank each one of them for being there for you, helping you and guiding you. Even thank them for what they're going to do next for you in the upcoming weeks and months and years. As you look at their faces, you get to the last one, and this guide stands up and asks you to come closer. So you walk over to this guide, and they want you to follow them. You feel safe, you feel secure. You know that this is in your highest benefit. So you start walking down a pathway. Maybe it's like a cave or a tunnel. You just keep walking. It's nice and lit with this golden light. You keep following. You can't tell. Maybe you're going deeper and deeper because it's so quiet. It feels so quiet but so peaceful at the same time. You're safe and secure. Keep walking, and then this guide stops in front of a big door. Notice what the door looks like. What is it made from? How does it feel to you? What do you think's in there? The guide steps aside and motions for you to open the door. So you put your hand on the handle and you slowly open the door. Then you begin to step inside. Step inside this room and look around. You know that this room is just for you. There's information in here just for you. You see there's a table in this room, and you walk over to it, and you see that there's something on the table. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's a box for you to open. Maybe it's just a sign, something they want you to have, something to help you to remember. There's something on this table that is just for you. Spend a little time looking at this, absorbing it, understanding its message. When you feel like you've understood the message, you put the item in your pocket. You turn away from the table, and you notice that there's another door in this room. You slowly walk over to it. It's an odd door. Something's very different about this door. What's so different about this? You know that this door has a special lock on it. Only you can open this door. You know what's behind it is very important to you. Maybe it's a combination lock that only you know the combination to it. Or maybe it's a padlock, only you have the key. Maybe it's one of those fingerprint locks that only opens with your fingerprint. That's how special this room is, and the contents in this room are, because they're locked away just for you. So look at this lock and find the way to open this door. If it doesn't open at the beginning, try other ways until you get this door open. Know that you are doing everything you can through your own love of self, and that you are here to evolve. The lock clicks open and you step inside. And what you see in this room is something that looks like a control panel. There are all kinds of knobs and switches in front of you. You see a section on the left that's all switches that say off and on. And then as you scan over to the right, you see that it's all dials that are for volume, high volume and low volume. So walk over to the left where the switches are, and you'll notice as you look at them, each one has a label above it. There are labels there for you to switch on things about your health, about your relationships, about your self-perception, about your past, about your dreams and desires. There's all kinds of switches here, but you're looking for specific switches. So look until you find those switches that you plan to turn on today. Scan through the rows of switches and find the ones that you're turning on. And when you flip the switch on, you hear it click into place. Take your time and find all of the switches that you want to turn on and turn them on. Next, you want to look for all the switches that you want to turn off. You remember your list from earlier. So, look at the switches and find those things you're turning off. You scan through and find them. And as you click that switch off, you hear it lock into place. Click. And you know that that part of you is now turned off. Take just a moment and scan through some of the other labels there, just in case there's something that you didn't think about earlier that you want to turn on or off now that you see it. Then move your gaze over to the volume switches. Find the ones that you want to increase the volume of. Look for those labels. Place your hand on those knobs and turn them up. Next, look for the knobs with the labels of the things that you want to decrease. Find those and turn down the volume on those. decrease the energy of those things. Now take a moment and just scan through the other knobs and see, is there anything else there that you didn't think about before that you want to increase or decrease, and make those changes. When you have finished, step back from the control panel. Just send gratitude and thanks. Know that this is done now, and these changes will occur, and you will see these changes play out in your life. Have the confidence to know that you have changed things for you. When you are done, step through the door, open the door, step through the door, shut the door, and make sure that it locks in place. You're the only one who can make these changes for you. As you begin to walk back through the front room, you feel lighter, happier. Like you've done something. You've done something amazing. You've made some serious changes in a quick amount of time. Now open the door back in the hallway, and you see your guide standing there. Shut the door behind you, and this guide walks you back down the hallways. As you are walking, the guide explains to you how they're going to support you in these changes, and how some of these changes aren't going to be easy. They're going to happen quick, but they're going to be there for you to help you through any adjustments that you need to make. Because they know what you want, and they're there to help. You keep walking until you get back to the fire. You see all your other guides there, and you thank them for their help and their support throughout your life. Next, you continue walking back on the pathway from where you came. And as you arrive back where your feet first touch the ground, you feel your body starting to rise, slowly rising up through the earth. You smell that smell again of earth. You see the roots of trees above you, and you just continue slowly, safely rising up through the dirt, all the way back. Write down what you saw for your guides. Who were they? Did they have any messages for you? Just take a moment and document everything so that you won't forget later, because there are many messages all included in there.